VGC in particular has been around for a while. Have some very experienced players, so let's see how that'll play out for them. This time I am with How, however, who have chosen to field three IS-3s, two Tiger 2s, a 110, and a T-37. VGC is fielding three T-32s, three lightweights, and one AMX Chappie. So VGC definitely is going to try and use the DPM and mobility of the lightweights to their advantage, whereas How is going to rely on armor and sticking together in order for them to be victorious. Alright, so looking at this game, the T-37 looks like he's going to stick along the ridge line maybe, or a little hill here, maybe get some spotting, maybe get in a bush. Either that or he's just going to keep up with the rest of his tanks. Oh no, he's going on an active scouting run. Okay. Bold play by this guy. If he gets caught out by the lightweights, he'll be in a lot of trouble, but it looks like Ohio Buckeye and the AMX Chaffee and CM Stone, the lightweight, got spotted on the way up by the T-37, so good spot by him. And now they have some vision and intel on where the enemy team is. So now those two are going to go ahead and make their way across the field, get out of the line of fire, get back into the valley of safeness. Wow, so look at all these light tanks congregating in the middle of the map. We could see a potential rush cap situation here if these guys play their cards right. These heavies stay back and defend the base, but I think VGC is kind of getting wind of what's happening. They're going to keep their two Tiger 2s sort of close by, especially Olam Fred, who's going to defend the base. Here comes Ohio Buckeye and the AMX Chaffee. This is a risky play by him. I hope he spots the Tiger 2. He doesn't want to lose any health. AMX Chaffees only have about 600 HP, and he will definitely be lacking HP if he gets shot by a Tiger 2. He finds the Tiger 2, puts a shot into him, doesn't penetrate though, and yet VGC is already on the way back. It's a good move by VGC not to push all the way down the 7, 8, and 9 line. They decided to keep a few tanks close to base, and now it's paid off. But I really want to see what's going to happen with the with these VGC light tanks. They're kind of in a tough spot right now. The VGC heavies are really distant from their light tanks. If the How heavies decide to push the VGC lights, these heavies will not be in any way, shape, or form able to support. So it's a risky move having the team so separated. The light tanks are taking about a defensive position, though. The T-54 lightweights have decent turrets, so maybe we'll get to see some bounces from the lightweights. That AMX Chaffee, though, I feel like he should really be relocating towards the middle of the map, getting some vision, making sure nothing will cross over and kill him, but instead he's going to expose himself. Get hit for 347 by that Tiger 2, a nice roll for the Tiger 2. And now we're seeing VGC going a little bit astray here. You got Razor comes out just for a pass and has now lost about half his health nearly. Gets one bounce on the way down, but that was a risky move by him. He's lucky he didn't get taken out almost completely there. CM Stone in a very aggressive position, trying to put some fire into that Tiger 2. He's in a good spot too. He can get that lower plate. He has to be careful. His T-37 might sneak up on him just like that. A little 122 roll, but that T-37 has a very nice penetrating gun. He gets another bounce from that T-37 though. So we have two separate engagements. I really feel like these light tanks should be congregating a little bit more, maybe trying to circle these heavies instead of only one tank doing it. We have VGC, you got Razored over here in the rear, but all of his light tank friends are still over there, so this is a very bold move by Razor, if not a very not smart move, because I think he's about to get taken out by that Tiger 2. Let's see if he's going to grab him. Nope, he just misses his shot, but he's still not safe. He is still not safe. Commander Dave now in some trouble. But VGC, you got Razor gets taken out by How Bonsai and that Tiger 2, or mistake. Nope, he was on Tiger 2. And these VGC lights, they're just a little bit disoriented right now. I feel like they're not really pushing with synergy. All the light tanks should have came in when Razor came in, but now we have CM Stone pretty much sacrificing himself with little to no trade. About to get taken out by that Tiger 2. Another bounce from that T-37. T-37 puts another one in with that Tiger 2, takes him out. Now let's go over back to the VGC base, where we have Tequila Chaos and Soap on kind of low health. Tequila in particular on very low health. Joe UK is on very low health, but Sideways, Mr. Grenade are on a lot of health. So VGC still has a chance here. Their heavies still managed to preserve a lot of their health. And who is this? Yep, Soap is now on very low health, and he gets taken out by the T-32 Soap. VGC successfully defended their base, and they have a tank advantage, so they need to push as a group here. Yep, it looks like VGC is going to go ahead and regroup and maybe go down the 7, 8, and 9 line to get some shots. Let's go ahead and do a little HP check. So Joe UK is on 115 hit points. That's about an average roll for that T-37. Mr. Grenade is on full health, and his T-32 Sideways is on 1200. Bone is on 480, and Ohio Buckeye is only on 135. On the house side, Commander Dave is on 434. War Daddy's on 1500 in his IS-3. Fred is on very low health with a damaged engine at 82 health in his Tiger 2. Bonsai's on 1000 health, so VGC has the HP advantage. They could definitely take out one of the Tiger 2s in that T-37 very quickly. Joe narrowly misses a shot on the T-37. T-37 is not going to pen him at this close of a distance, unfortunately. Here comes Mr. Grenade. Oh, and what's this? Ohio Buckeye falls to Fred's Tiger 2, which is on very low health. This is not good for Sideways either. Sideways on very low health. He used to watch himself. That Tiger 2 is going to get that rear shot on him. Oh, he's exposing himself. Commander falls in the T-37 to Mr. Grenade's T-32 in the middle of the map. That was kind of inevitable. But Sideways is in a lot of trouble, and yep, Fred finds the shot. This is a very risky spot, and definitely not a spot for heavy tanks. The Tiger 2 had clean shots into these two guys, and he took them, so great shots by Fred there. But now, VGC, they have to stick together. These two need to go that way, and maybe the light tank might want to flank around. I don't know how they're going to play this, though, because it is a 3-on-3, and I think, oops, some great shots into Bonsai. Now VGC have a little bit more of an HP advantage. So let's see if they can do it. Unfortunately, there's only 4 seconds left, so that will be it, guys. And for draws, we do a certain map. Alright, so as it turns out, the HOW guys will be defending, and the VGC guys will be attacking. The VGC is going to keep a similar setup to last time, except changing out the T-32s for IS-3, so 3 IS-3s, 3 lightweights, and 1 AMX Chaffee. HOW is going for 1 T-37, 3 IS-3s, 2 Tiger 2s, and 1 5100. There you go, getting a 5100 in there. So let's see how they're going to play that tank. They're going to need to be careful about how they play that. Now what I would like to see is they push down the 1 and 2 line, because that's less common and they could maybe get in that base. However, it looks like they're gonna send some tanks towards that 9 and 0 line, which is more expected of them. So let's see how they're gonna play it out. It looks like we already have a tank spotted. I think CM Stone, yep, he is spotted. He's in a really bad spot right now. He needs to get in here and get safe. Takes a hit from the T-37, takes a hit from an IS-3. He's lost about 500 health combined already. He needs to get out of there. Unfortunate for CM. That's a risky spot to be in. You don't want to be in the middle of this map. And I think HOW have made a great choice of sending only a few tanks forward and sending the rest of their tanks to defend base. That's a pretty good strategy. Because as this is assault, all HOW has to do is not die and they win. So that's a pretty good way. VGC definitely is going to have to be on their game. Alright, there we go. T-37 takes the first hit. 240 roll from the T-54 lightweight. That's an average roll. 5100 has to be careful, though. He is a fragile tank, and he is in a very aggressive position. But I guess VGC didn't send any other tank up here just for the fact that the sniping potential of a 5100 isn't that great due to the gun's long aim time. I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out. The T-37 is now ditching War Daddy, so War Daddy is now in a bit of a pickle. He's in a tough spot right now with a lot of VGC heavies about to come down on him. He bounces a shot off an IS-3. The light tanks are putting shots into his rear, and now he gets shot by an IS-3. He's not in a good spot. HOW have basically sacrificed their 5100, which is not a good thing. Here comes You Got Razor. It looks like he's getting a little bit aggressive right now, trying to spot the How heavies. And we also have, I would imagine, the AMX Chaffee somewhere here. Yep, he's in the middle of the map using his camo. Puts 2 into War Daddy. War Daddy's in a lot of trouble right now. He takes another one from a lightweight. How have basically thrown away that 5100, unfortunately. The 5100 should have played more passively. Now VGC kind of have the advantage here. T-37 taking a hit from the AMX Chaffee, taking 2 hits. One more hit and he might be out of this game. Let's see if the AMX Chaffee can get it. I think yep, he misses his next shot. I think the AMX Chaffee might go on a reload now. 54 lightweight spotting, and yep, War Daddy falls to phone 3 VGC. Let's see if we can get some shots on these guys. Unfortunately not, so let's do a little HP check here. Bonsai still on full health. Fred's still on full health. Cat on full health. Soap on full health. And Tequila on 1250 health. And Commander on 171. The Buckeye's still on full health. Razor's on about 1080. Bone Tree is on 860. CM Stone's on 325. VGC Izzy is full. Sideways is full. And Joe is full. So still a lot of HP here. You Got Razor takes out the T-37. So now VGC, yep, they're doing the exact right thing, sending these lights towards the middle of the map to hopefully flank in with these heavy tanks. These heavy tanks have to be careful though on their advance. These light tanks should probably all get stuck in right now and start trying to put some damage into these guys, but all together. See, right now You Got Razor is trying to do this individually, and he's going to risk a lot of his HP, unfortunately. Oh, I want to see these light tanks a little more. Yep, here they are. I want to see these guys get some really good flanking fire in, because now their IS-3s are kind of in a very aggressive spot against a lot of full health tanks. Tiger 2 puts another good one into Sideways. Sideways is taking a lot of damage. You Got Razors looking for some more shots, and there we go. Now we're seeing some more shots fired on Hal. The light tanks are now behind them. AMX Chaffee putting in some good shots into Cat. Been about 3 to 4 shots already. Kilo Chaos is now backing up into the open. Bonsai is now on low health as well. These IS-3s are now congregating in one little group here. Pretty good. And also, VGC is capping. So a very good strategy there. Bonsai falls to VGC Izzy. And Soap falls to the Buckeye. But Tequila manages to take out Izzy. But now Tequila is on some pretty low health right now. 2 shots from an IS-3 with average rolls could probably take him out. Tiger 2 puts in a good one. Here come the light tanks, and they're also going to get that cap off. So great plays by VGC. Tequila gets set on fire. It looks like he's going to burn to death. Oh, he puts it out last second. But it looks like those light tanks are on the cap, and the light tanks are here to support the heavies. So I think VGC is going to have this round. And yep, VGC picks it up, making it 1-0 VGC. Together. If they can attack together, like teams like PG do or Team V does, they will be very, very successful. And that goes with any competitive team. If you can manage to synergize your attacks with your heavies and your lights, or even just with each individual group, it can work out very well for you. So VGC is going to go ahead and field 2 IS-3s, 1 T-32, 3 lightweights, and 1 AMX Chaffee. How is going to field 3 IS-3s, 2 Tiger 2s, a 5100, and a T-37. I'm here with VGC this time, and I'm hoping that Hal will use that 5100 a little bit more than they did last game. They basically threw it away last game, which is very unfortunate. He had a lot of potential to do well there. But I digress. Let's go ahead and see how they're going to play it out. So it looks like the VGC guys are putting those 54 lightweights in the middle of the map and sending their AMX Chaffee out to the valley over here, or it's actually the steppes. So it looks like the AMX Chaffee and the T-37 spot each other, so I think they're both going to retreat. I think it would be great if these lightweights, maybe they sent one lightweight around to go and attack that T-37 with the AMX Chaffee, get him out of the game real quick. But at the moment, the lightweights are holding steady in the middle, which, it's not a bad choice. However, I actually would like to see this AMX Chaffee over here play a little bit more aggressively and go get that T-37, because he has an autoloader. As long as he does not miss any shots, he can clip that T-37 pretty comfortably. let's go ahead and get on board. So the VGC guys are about to run into the bulk of the How heavies, including the 5100, who is more smartly this time staying back. Yep, here he goes. I want to see War Daddy put in some good shots here. He takes a hit for nothing in return, but here come all those IS-3s. Yep, here we go. VGC's in a lot of trouble right now because even though it's a 3v3, if that 5100 comes in, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Joe is being focused down very bad right now. Only one more hit and he's going to be out of this game. Great focus fire by How, however. This is a big change from last game, and VGC Joe manages to get taken out to Tequila Chaos, getting his first kill of the game. These lightweights now better assault that base quickly or come in support, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and go to the base, which I feel is actually a wrong decision. They should be helping these heavies. Sideways and Mr. Grenade are now trying to preserve their health, using as much cover as they can. Unfortunately, Sideways is getting penetrated a lot by these IS-3s. Not to mention that 5100 is still in play. The T-37 gets taken out. Now these lightweights should be focusing down one of these Tiger 2s, probably Bonsai right now. But they should all be doing it. And the AMX Chaffee should be there as well. Where is he? Yep, he's right there. He's going to go ahead and try and cap the base, but that's a risky move because he doesn't have health. Alright, here comes Fred. So right now it's a 2v1 with Bonsai. They're really getting at him, but here comes Fred, coming to help his fellow Tiger 2. CM Stone's in a lot of trouble. He bounces a shot from Fred off the rear. Not bad at all. And I think CM Stone is finally about to come in his T-54 lightweight. There he is. He should have been here a little earlier, however. You got Razor gets taken out by War Daddy. War Daddy doing the exact thing he should have. 5100s is probably the worst nightmare for a 54 lightweight or any light tank. And Fred gets caught on fire, but his automatic fire extinguisher puts that out quickly. Bonsai now taking some shots in the rear. And Phoned Tree VGC gets taken out. Now Fred's on kind of low health right now, but in 40 seconds the base will be capped, so let's see. Oh, nope, the AMX Chaffee gets shot. Buckeye is now in a lot of trouble. Yeah, VGC just didn't have map control this game, and Grenade McBoom is about to be taken down as well. All the VGC guys are on relatively low health. Yep, Boom goes down. The AMX Chaffee will be dead soon as well. How did much better at using focus fire to kill their enemies, and also they kept their tanks all together or relatively close to each other so that they could all support each other. And having that 5100 kind of floating around the map wherever it was needed was a very good choice in my opinion. It really came in handy when killing those lightweights because the Tiger 2s do not react well to having light tanks around them. Yep, I think CM Stone's just trying to get some blast damage in, but he's very outnumbered and very dead here, so this makes it 1-1 for Team How. And yep, he gets taken out. Good plays by Team How.
We can't hold on.
Team, they spread out their tanks, but they kept them within a finite space so that they could help each other. And they also let their 5100, probably their most important tank, float around the map and go where he was needed, which was fantastic. This time I am with the VGC guys. So let's see how they're going to play Cliff. They have 1 T-32, 3 IS-3s, 2 lightweights, and an AMX Chaffee. How is fielding 3 IS-3s, 2 Tiger 2s, a 5100, and a T-37. So I want to see the 5100 on How's side do a lot of work, and I need to see the IS-3s from VGC focus fire very well because they don't have a lot of DPM, but they have high alpha. So I want to see some good focus fire. But it looks like the teams are swapping sides of the map. VGC guys want the upper cliff, and the How guys want the lower cliff. So let's see how this is going to play out for them. T-37 has spotted CM Stone. CM Stone now can take advantage of that. Oh, he gets one put into him for 92 of that APCR shell. He has to be careful though. I think the heavies might actually push through to the base, which, once again, not a bad choice. When you're capping the base that VGC spawned at, it's kind of hard to get back in the base and defend it. But now this gives... Okay, actually, you know what? Let's see how it plays out. I don't want to jump to conclusions here. Yep, so it looks like the How heavies are kind of stopped right here. If I were them, I would maybe keep pushing for that cap circle because VGC has nobody to defend it. Yeah, see, now that these tanks have disconnected, VGC should definitely be getting on these heavies. But it looks like both teams are going to try and counter cap each other. I would imagine the AMX Chaffee might go to the cap circle. Yep, Ohio Buckeye. If I were him, I would be racing for that cap circle, because right now Howe is doing the exact right thing. VGC left their base wide open, and Howe wants the base. Great play by Howe. A lot of situational awareness allowing them to do this, because they realized they could take this. All the IS-3s are now in the base. 1, 2, and now they have 49 seconds to react. And once that third third IS-3 gets in, they're going to have about 25 seconds. Oh, yep, there you go. The counter falls. VGC is now in a lot of trouble, and the Tiger 2s are now here to defend. IS-3, you got Razor trying to come over here and get some, but the T-37 falls to CM Stone, but I think it's too late. These IS-3s got this cap circle down. If so, this was an excellent play by Howe, as this is a competitive game, and if you can get to that cap circle and cap it, you win automatically, so why wouldn't you? And the Howe guys get the cap off. Great play by Howe, just getting to the cap and getting the game done with. It is now 2-1 to Howe. That's a very good attribute to have. Realizing you have an opportunity and not being afraid to take it. Let's go to mute this music, guys. Alright, here we go. So VGC is fielding 3 IS-3s, 2 lightweights, AMX Chaffee, and T-32. Howe is fielding 2 IS-3s, 2 Tiger 2s, 3 IS-3s, 2 Tiger 2s with 5100 and a T-37. So their matchup hasn't changed, actually. I don't think VGC's has either. So let's see how they both play their tanks. They both have about the same amount of HP. Howe, though, has a little bit more HP because they chose to take an extra tier 8. Whereas VGC is using those tier 8 lights. The VGC, once again, they're gonna go for the cliff, which is an interesting move because I feel like they have the same amount of mobility as Howe. Now it looks like Howe is gonna try and defend their base a little more. War Daddy's setting up for a 2-line push, but that's not happening at all. So we'll see how he repositions himself later on. Alright, we already see an engagement. Commander and Buckeye facing off once again, those tier 6 lights. And it also looks like who assists Tequila Chaos in the IS-3, getting some spots off in the middle here. Good move to send an IS-3 here because he can maybe bounce shots from those light tanks. But now we have the bulk of the VGC heavies over here. And I think they're going to have an opportunity here to get some very good crossfire in. Let's see if they're going to take advantage of their cliff. Yep, here come the Tiger 2s. Ooh, a shot into the tracks bounces from you got Razor's IS-3. Pretty unfortunate there, but here come the rest of the tanks. And like I said, they have a lot of an advantage here. And yep, here we go. This is what we should have seen earlier from VGC. Look at this. This is how light tanks are supposed to play competitive. 3 lights on 1 heavy. They found an overmatch and they took it. Now they need to go in there a little bit more. AMX Chaffee falls, unfortunately. But they have a massive advantage here. Just keep pounding on the IS-3. One more shot and he's going to be out of the game. And then they can take out the 5100, who pretty soon will have this clip empty. And yep, I think War Daddy's on the reload now. Now they have him. But what's this? Commander's coming back. A very good move by Commander. Let's see if he can help War Daddy enough to save him. I don't know if he quite can. A lot of damage being traded right here in the middle, though. VGC sideways. VGC Izzy taking a lot of damage, but Fred and the Tiger 2 has also taken a lot of damage. These guys have to be careful how they play this. A lot of shots being traded, and War Daddy falls in the 5100. That's a big blow to Howe, unfortunately. Commander, ooh, he ram kills Phone Tree for 157 health of his own to death. Not a bad trade at all, because it is a tier 8 light tank. And I think, yep, CM Stone's going to go in and get that ram kill right there. But he takes one in the side from Bonsai and his Tiger 2. Now these heavies need to push up a little bit more, because Bonsai is not focused on the fight with them. They should be pushing in right now, leading with Joe and Razor. But let's see if they do it. These guys need to push a little harder. There you go, putting in a nice shot into the Tiger 2, 347. That's a pretty low roll for an IS-3, but at least they got the shot off. Fred is coming up in that Tiger 2. This is a risky move by Fred. Tiger 2 has some gun depression, but not a lot, so this is definitely risky. And CM Stone is doing a very smart thing. He is sitting on that cap circle. Very good move by CM. Now, Howe has to either beat all these heavies or try and go back and defend. And if one of them goes back and defends, well, then these heavies have an overmatch. And now the heavies do have an overmatch. CM Stone sneaking in a shot from Cap there onto Cat. Very good shot there by CM Stone. Cat misses his shot and then takes a big 405 roll from Joe. Nice roll by Joe there. And now Cat, I think, has just given up because he went right into the YOLO. Gets killed by Ram. And yep, carnage. VGC claws back this round, making it 2-2. Very good. They're on very heavy tanks. VGC has 3 light tanks, so they will definitely be taking the hill, and they have the good spawn for the hill. So I'm expecting a hill push for VGC, and how they're going to have to react very well. I'm expecting maybe the T-37 to go out here into the one line to get some side shots. But let's see how they play it out. So looking at this already, it looks like VGC are doing exactly what I said. And yep, they're going to go ahead and send those lights to the middle along with everybody else. So good move by VGC, keeping their tanks together. It looks like Hao is going to go for a little bit more passive play style. Sending 2 tanks down to the edge there. T-37 quickly finds out why he should not have come up here. Puts in a shot into the lightweight. So not a bad trade. He got shot for low health and for a low health shot, and then he traded 1, so not too bad. All right, so there you go. This is what I was saying. These 2 Tiger 2s with their accurate and high penetrating guns, I feel like instead of being there, they should maybe be over here. But they are in a spot to try and counter the IS-3s, but I feel like they're still in not a very good spot yet. However, once again, the base is open, so one sneaky move I would love to see right now is if this AMX Chaffee jumped off the cliff over here, went to that cap circle, and stayed there and see if maybe he could get a cap off. Because Commander Dave is the only one that's fast enough to go back and get him, and an AMX Chaffee versus a T-37 is a risky move for the T-37, because if the Chaffee hits most of his shots, he'll be out of the game. I would really like to see that, but instead, it looks like Buckeye is going to go back. I don't know why he's going back that way. He should be... There you go. Go to that base, Buckeye. You got it, man. Alright, but look at this. A great push by Howe. We're going to see some flanking very soon. So VGC needs to get a move on. They need to push these guys quickly before these guys come back around. Uh-oh, and it looks like Sideways just found his impending doom. T-37 puts one into him, but he puts one right back into the T-37 with his IS-3. And now here come the 2 Tiger 2s. He's in a lot of trouble right now. As I said, VGC should have pushed a little harder now, but VGC, Mr. Grenade takes out Hal's T-37, and now the T-32 is flanking. But also, yep, CM Stone is now flanking the Tiger 2, so pretty good move by VGC. They realized what was happening and they accounted for it. However, I think Sideways is out of here. Yep, Bonsai takes him out, but not without cost. Bonsai now in very low health. Gets shot by the T-32 for a nice 333 roll. And also, VGC is capping. Great move by Buckeye. War Daddy is trying to get back to the base right now. But I think... Yep, who is this? Bone Tree, VGC on the rear of him. If he pushes out, he could possibly get killed before he even gets there. So, Buckeye needs to be in the back of that cap circle, covering himself as much as he can. But going back over here... We have an overmatch. Yep, Fred is about to fall to that. Yep, T-54 lightweight takes him out. But now we have a 2-on-2 over here, and it looks like the Howe heavies have a little bit more HP here, so they should be pushing together. Come on, guys, push together. And War Daddy takes him out, and now War Daddy's going to the cap. This is very, very bad for the AMX Chaffee. AMX Chaffee needs to be in the back of that cap circle. Because right now, VGC could very easily still lose this game if they're not careful with their HP, because the HP balance right now is very fragile. Here comes that AMX Chaffee. See if the IS-3 is going to get a shot on him. He goes out of the cap circle. Yep, and he still gets shot by him. So now this AMX Chaffee just needs to run for the hills and get his ass out of there. And I think he is going to get out of there, so let's do a little HP check. Soap is on 1,173 health, and War Daddy's on 961, but they are against 5 enemy vehicles. But some of them are on low health. Joe's on a one-shot, and the AMX Chaffee's on a one-shot as well, so they can maybe try and focus them down. But you see right here, VGC should be doing a all-out push right now because they overmatch these guys by so much. So, you know, VGC, don't be afraid. It's alright, just push. You guys got it. So Soap is taking some fire now. They have to focus down the lower health tanks. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. War Daddy puts in a nice 387 roll, and here comes that AMX Chaffee. Buckeye doing some good flanking right here. The lightweight should have came with him, but that's okay. I think he's a good distraction. He's trying to focus down War Daddy right now. War Daddy taking a lot of shots right now. He's on low health right now, and I think he might have a dead... Nope, nothing's dead. He's just hurt. Just turns that slow. Sets the lightweight on fire. Doesn't have a fire extinguisher. Good shot by War Daddy, but I think the shot came too late because War Daddy's on a one-shot kill right now for any IS-3 that hits him. He bounces 2 shots. Very good bounces by him. Here comes the AMX Chaffee again, fully loaded. I'd imagine he's here to get his clip off, try and kill War Daddy. Or Soap. Both are on low health. War Daddy gets taken out by Razor. And yep, here we go. Buckeye's trying to finish off the last IS-3. He's shooting into his space armor, but Joe UK has him. So VGC picks up this round. Great play by VGC. They played more like a team this time. This time I am with the VGC guys, so let's see if the VGC guys can bring home the bacon this time. Their setup has not changed much, but Hal's playstyle has definitely changed, sending the 2 Bulldogs out to the 1 line, which is a very good choice in my opinion. However, what I want to see from VGC right now is I want to see the overmatch. So right now, they already have a massive overmatch against these 3 heavies. They need to push it quick, because once Hal gets behind them, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. So right now, VGC needs to realize their overmatch and push with the light tanks. They need to do it quickly, and I mean very quickly, like as in they should be doing it already. So let's see how much more hesitation they give. At the moment, Howe has the positioning. Look at this positioning. Yep, they're already getting shot in the rear by Bulldogs. These guys should be pushing against these heavy tanks. Come on. Let's get these lights going as well. Yep, here come the lightweights. There you go. This is, ooh, 330 fall damage right there for one of the lightweights. CM Stone takes on the 416 hit as well. Alright, there you go, VGC. This is how you need to play competitive. Just get these matches over and done with so you can get back to the map. Yep, Cat falls to Joe. And now Soap is on very low health, trying to take out CM Stone. He bounces off CM Stone. Very lucky for CM Stone, but CM Stone rams the IS-3 for some reason, losing a lot of his health, which he could have used. And now Soap might even get the kill on him. But nope, CM Stone takes him out, and War Daddy falls as well. That's how you play Mines right there. If you have the overmatch, you take the overmatch. Great play by VGC, but now they either need to push that cap hard or get back to their base. Because those Bulldogs are going in for that cap. Ohio Buckeye now at the cap circle. Going to try and defend a little bit. Puts one into the Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs are very deadly. And yep, he gets focused down very quickly and gets taken out. The cap timers are neck and neck with each other. But I think VGC may have it if this... What is this? This IS-3 cannot get spotted and make it back to this cap before 30 seconds is up. They can get it. Alright, very nice. So I think VGC may have this game right here. These heavies, though, need to keep pushing towards that base. See if they can get a reset. Because it's still going to be very close. Izzy takes another 286 roll by the... Who is that? Tiger 2 out there in the field. But I think VGC will narrowly get this one. Alright, there's the cap. Yep, I think VGC has it. I don't think Hal is going to be able to cap fast enough. I think it's 7 seconds. Yep, 7 seconds. So VGC picks this one up, 4-2. Great play by VGC, realizing their opportunities, and they decided to take a lot.